Beyond Meat is a company that's been struggling recently, but recent news has come in which may be able to turn the stock price around. By the end of this video, we will be determining whether this stock is a buy or not.
From witnessing multiple strokes, heart attacks, family members with diabetes, you got to see the common thread, the common factor, and it was honestly what they were putting inside their bodies. So when I was basically educated to what I could change, what I could do differently, I wasn't just curious and interested, it was something that I was adamant about doing.
And so if we look at the journey over the last 10 years, Beyond Meat has become one of the leaders in plant-based meat alternatives. They are a vegan company at heart, and their products can be found in over 119,000 retail and food service locations, distributed in more than 80 countries worldwide. Their IPO launched back in May 2019, and during that process we've seen the stock price skyrocket to all-time high values and then plummet all the way down to current levels as we see right now. And so let's roll back the clock to September 2020 when Beyond Meat announced that they'll be building a production facility near Shanghai, China. Their grand opening of the first production plant took place on April 7th, 2021, where Beyond Meat sees the region as a significant part in the company's long-term growth. In addition, we saw changes to their e-commerce site, which continues to allow consumers to purchase vegan meat products directly from the company. Unfortunately though, for the period of 2021, we can see that revenues increased by 14%, which was lower than what was expected, with their net loss increasing from 52 million all the way up to 182 million. And so on paper at least, 2021 was a difficult time for the company with continued losses and a debt to asset of over 90%. But also in 2021, Beyond Meat made deals with McDonald's and PepsiCo to produce healthy protein-filled snacks. At that point in time, the Pepsi deal was one of the largest partnerships, enabling the company to access new distribution channels. But the beginning of 2022, Beyond Meat formed a partnership with KFC to roll out their plant-based chicken nuggets later on in the year, which are now available in KFC US. And so Q4 of 2021 was where the company missed their targets, and that has impacted the stock by driving the price all the way down. But if we look at some of these partnerships, they look very promising at the moment. Some of the ongoing risks is whether or not the likes of KFC, McDonald's will continue with their partnership. There's no news at the moment that would suggest that they wouldn't, but it's a risk that any type of business has, whether it's with other partnerships, with different companies, or with the partnerships within the retail space. What is evident though is that Beyond Meat is forming connections with all different companies out there. They've got their multi-year partnership with Yum Brands, and all the new partnerships that they're forming in China. And so we'll have to wait until we receive news for Q1 of 2022. We can assume if they match or beat any expectations, then the stock price is going to increase. Personally, for me, this could be a good entry point or a good time to add to an existing position, but you should only do so if you believe in the long-term potential of the company. If you think they can be the leader in plant-based meat and you're willing to hold the stock for the long term, then allocating a sizable position could pay off in the future. If you're new around here, then hit that subscribe button. That's all for today's episode, and with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.